Hello, everyone. Thank you for being with us, for joining us in another webinar. Today's webinar will be about loopers and how to use loopers in Kalipso Studio. As always, we will have Emmanuel to explain us some stuff about this topic. And before we move forward, I just wanted to let you know that you can ask any question that you wish during the webinar. I just would like to mention that you can ask in the Q&A section, and then we will answer to all the questions by the end of the webinar. Well, and from me, I think that's it. Have a good webinar, and I hope to talk with you in the end. I hope that you have a lot of questions. Emmanuel, good afternoon.
Thank you. Hello and good afternoon or good morning. Let's share my screen. See my screen? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so today the topic is about looper. I already talked about looper in other videos, and you can watch them. So today I will try to do something a little different. Not just for beginners, but try to do something a bit different that may help you in your project. Okay. So I have already started the project. I have here an empty window. And I have already a project here that I will deploy to my device. Okay, let me open this. I'm not connected to any database. I will download some image, and I will download a web service from a website. Okay, this is a website. The name. It's Pixum Photos. I think it's free. The photos are. I don't know if they are not completely free or not, but they have an open API, and I will use them. Okay. Sometimes when I see some projects from some clients, and they are using image in loopers, they are slow, and sometimes they complain that the loopers are slow, and they are not slow. We just need to adjust some things so they can be fast. Okay, and I will try to address the first some issues that I saw with some developments, and I hope you like it. So I will download image from this website, and I have the author, and I hope I'm not doing anything illegal. My goal is not to explain you the HTTP request and import to table. That's not my goal here. So here I'm importing, and I will start with the simulator. I'm importing just the data regarding to the website, the name, the ID, and the URL of the image and the image itself. Okay, so how can I see that on a looper? So let's bring the looper here, and the looper works as a table. Okay, the main difference here is that instead of lines and columns, well, we have a cell that we can have vertically or horizontal, and we need to add some controls to that cell. Okay, now we have an empty cell. So let's bring here, let's start slowly. Let's bring here a label. Okay, let's call this label A. Okay, as you can see, the designer will show what happened. So this will repeat. So when we make a select to a database, we have several lines, and this is what will happen. So I need to make a select from the database to show the content on the screen. So I have my looper, I have my control, empty control. Now, if I go here to the gray area of the control, or if I click on F3, double click, content, I can load content from a table, plus I have my table, and I will put author to my label value. Okay. And that's it. I will go to the properties of the form. I will refresh control my looper. Let's start slowly. And the interesting part of that database is that has 100 records. Okay. So text is fairly easy and fast, as you can see. And I will not put an Android, it's even faster. Okay, so we have text, that's the most basic one. But we can also have an image. Because the image, it's a URL, okay, I can just bring the URL to the image. I don't need to, how can I say, I don't need to download the image, and I don't need to convert the image. I just need to point the URL. Of course, this only works if you are using the application online. Okay, so I'll add the link, go to the database, and I think it's this column. Go to the image, and let's see what happens. Okay, see, it's showing the image, but it's very slow. It's really slow. I don't know if you can see, but it's very slow. Let's try on Android. Let's see what happens. Okay, I will generate an update. Let me bring my screen here. Okay. So I think I have imported everything. Okay, it's faster, but still sometimes it's not as fast as I want, or maybe you want. Okay. So how we can improve that? Or imagine that you don't have a very good internet connection, or the images are even bigger. How we can do that? If you get an idea, this will be like 60 megabytes. So I have a new button here to download the image from the website. So it basically is a for each. I will go line by line to the database, and I will download the image, and I create a file, and I will add that image to a new database. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so I will download this. Oh, and I make a mistake. That's great. Let me erase the simulator. Okay, now it's working. Okay, we'll stop the trace window because this will take some time, because there are a lot of images. See, it's still syncing. Okay, I think it's done. Let's see how many images we downloaded. There are quite a lot. Let's see the properties. 65 megabytes of image. So if you have a looper with 100 image, the looper needs to load 65 megabytes of image to the memory. And that's quite a lot. And we can improve that. We can reduce the size of the image because it's a very small image. If I go to the folder The image, the normal image, is about half a megabyte, and this is very, very light. But we can improve and we can make this as 63 KB. This is even better for the looper. Okay. So I have another button here that I will grab the image and I will resize the image, and then I can use that short and smaller image to the looper. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let me bring here my. Okay, so let me reduce the image first. Okay, I need to stop the trace. This will take some time. It's faster on Android because it doesn't have the trace going back and forth. Okay, I hope it's not done yet. Okay. No, it's taking some time. Okay, it's done. Let's exit. Okay, I want to show the other image. The problem is that they are on different tables. Okay, you can do something like this. Instead of using the URL, now you are loading from the image and the image small. Okay, so we need to relate these things, and you can use the ID of the main database with the ID for the database that has the image. Okay, let's see if I did make any mistake, and let's check if this is working. Okay, instant. Okay, this was completely instant. Let's see how much will take on Android. And the end Android will be even faster. Let me update the project. Okay, so now I'm downloading the main image. They are quite big. Okay, this is a bit exaggerated because it's 100 megabytes. Sorry, 65 megabytes of image. Now reduce the size. This is going image by image and reducing the size of the image. So it's basically from 500 kappa to 50 kappa, and it's instant. Okay. So I have a looper with 100 image and it's loading really fast. Okay. So loopers are not slow. We need to take consideration what we are loading to the looper. Okay. So if it's an image, if they are on a URL, if the website is slow, it will be slow on your looper. If you download the image and you download a very big image, the looper needs to load all that image and will be slow. So you can make a very small image just to present on a small square. And then if you want to present a bigger image, you can click and show a bigger image. Okay, and you can save all of that on the database. The database is nothing special. Let me show you here the database. So I have the main database with the ID, the name of the author of the image, the URL of the image, and the image itself. And I have a this is the most basic database that is just ID, the name of the file, and the name of the file in a small size. That's as basic as it. Okay. But we can do more stuff here with the with the looper. Let's say I want to add like an icon to say that is I like this filter. Okay, you have several options, or either you just place an image, or you place two images, or I will do something a bit different. I will do a checkbox. Checkbox does need to be a checkbox. Can be customized. So I can have an uncheck, and I can have a check. Okay, and I need to adjust the size of the icon to be there. Okay, let me put this quite small. Okay, and I think it's there. Okay. I don't know if I need to make it bigger or not. Okay, this is okay. 32. Okay, now it's a little bit bigger. Now, if I check, I get the red icon, and if I uncheck, I get the gray icon. Okay, and I can put on top of the image, and to be completely sure that that will work well, okay, I need to go to focus order and make sure that checkbox it's the closest to the user, so it's here. Okay, so let's see on the simulator. Sometimes icons one above the other doesn't work very well, as you can see. But will look great on Android. Oops. Okay, I hope we create it. Okay, see? But of course, this doesn't do anything yet. It's just a click. Let's do something with that. Let's do something with the like. Okay, that's one thing I want to do, and I want to add one more thing, that is the price. Let me do also the price. Oops, let me lock that. Okay, I have the price in another table. Okay, prices. Again, it's a very basic table, just an ID and price. So I can, again, go here and bring prices ID to my second label that I need to change the name because it's not very good. Price. I can go to the simulator again. Okay, and I have my price. The problem is that the price doesn't have a euro symbol. Of course, I can add a small label there with a little euro sign, okay? But then sometimes you need to adjust to be completely perfect. Or if you want to add the sign at the end, will be quite difficult to add. Or we can do a little bit further. And now that's the not so easy part, what I'm try to show you, okay? You always have this option, SQL Advanced. What is this? SQL Advanced is, right now we are using a local database, so it will be an SQLite query. If I was using an online connection to database, will be with an SQL Server database, will be a SQL Server query. And I can use that in my favor, okay? So I can move that to SQL Advanced, okay? I don't have any database profile. I'm using this offline. And I need to create a query to show the values on the screen. Okay. So how can I do that? So I have several tables. Okay. The first one is this one. So let's bring that. Select Pixum. What's the should have put a better name. Okay, Pixum. So I have the outer. Maybe it will be the first one. Okay, outer, and then I have a small image. Okay, the small image is not in this database, right? So I need to bring something from other database. Okay, so let's first finish this query from pick. Okay, and now I need to do an inner join with the database image on pixum.id equal to the image.id. Let's see if I didn't make any mistake. So I have the image ID and I have the pixel ID. Now I can add the image small. I think it was small. Let me check small. Okay, small. And I have a price also. So I need to add another table. Okay, so let's add another table. Inner join price. Let's see here, prices on prices. prices.id. Okay, but I'm writing here a lot, and imagine I'm not 100% sure if this works or not. How can I check that? How can I check that before doing this on Kalipso? It's easy. I can copy this. Okay, and you can use an SQL browser. Okay, and you can open when you are developing. I know. So I need to add the index first. So when you are making an SQL advanced select query, you have columns. So I have 1, 2, 3 columns. So this will be my index 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So let me just open my folder here. Now I can go to SQL browser. This is free. You can download from the internet. And the database, it's KDB. Then we can check that. So I can, if I go over there, I have prices and I have my data, and I can execute queries and make sure that everything is okay. So I can double click here in the content, copy, oops, go here, remove just the double quotes, that's just for Kalipso, and check, see? So I have the outer, and I have the image, and I have the price. So it should work okay. Let's go and test this. Home, simulator. Okay, exactly the same. But I told you that I want to show the euro sign. So I can improve on that. And I can test here first. So I want to basically change this column. Okay. So I want to add euro sign. And this will be the two pipes I've concatenate. Okay. But I need to round the number. Round. prices to 2 cases as price pretty. Okay, let's try. See, now I have euro sign. Great. Let's copy that and change it here. Save. Simulator. And now I have the euro sign. Nice, right? Okay, let's go back to the hurt checkbox and dig a little bit here on the looper. If I want to save the articles that I like, or let's say you are creating a shopping cart and you want to add that item to the shopping cart, it's basically the same. I have a database for that. I have a database for liked. Okay, it has a column that is ID because this is just or either you like or either you don't like. Okay, so how we can do that? First, we need to load something because when we are on the looper, I have no idea what's the ID for this cell. Okay, and we need to add that. I need to add that so I can select, insert, update, doing something to the database, but I need the ID, so I need to load the ID to my looper. How can I do? I can bring the label, call it label ID, and make it invisible. No one needs to check that. This ID is very basic, just 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. But if you are using an ERP, probably your ID has 25 digits, and the user don't want to see that. Okay, so now it's over there. It's invisible, but it's useful for us. So I can go to my heart, and if I check, I will insert on my database. Oops, let's bring back here my label ID. And if I uncheck, I will delete that. Okay. One more thing. I added the label, and I need to load the content again in my query. Okay. So I have a column, so I need to add Pixel ID. Okay. And add the for to label ID. Okay. Let's go to the simulator. So if I click on these two, and if I go to my database, see, now I have 2 items that I liked. Okay. If I want to check a list or a looper just from the items that I like, I can do that. Let me bring here a new form. I will copy my looper. Okay. I need to add refresh control. And now the only difference here is that I need to filter, or either I will filter the information or I will do a left join on that moment here. So left join light on the Pixel ID equal liked ID. Liked ID liked dot ID. Okay. This will filter the information. But now I want to show it red, or how can I say, or gray. I can load that information to a label, or I can, again, do something different. So what I can do, I can ask the database, if I have this value, I want to show it as red. And to show it as red, I can create a new column, checkbox and value, because if the checkbox value it's 1, it will become red, and if it's 0, it will become gray. So, and I can use that on the database. Basically, it's a case when liked.id is not null. If it's not null, then 1, else 0. And it's is like something like that. And again, you can try that first here, just to make sure everything is working. And no, it's not working because I forget the comma here. And see, so now I have a column that will just tell me 1 and 0 if I liked that product or not. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I will, oh, that was not nice. So I have some icons. And now if I go here, no, it's not that here. See, the ones I liked it are in red, and the ones I didn't like it are not in red. Okay. Of course, you can also do that in a different way. You can also use actions on the looper to check if the ID is present on the database. Something like this. Select where ID, not image, sorry. Select like ID equals to the label ID and select to like it ID. Okay, if record count if it's not there, set value of the checkbox as 0. If it's there, checkbox as 1. You can also do that. Okay. The difference is it's much faster that way, this way. Okay. Let's try it. I make a mistake. Oh no. Now for every line, he will throw me an error. Okay, so that let's kill it. Okay. What did I do wrong? Select where like equal to label ID. What was the problem? Oh, maybe I. What was the problem here? Control label ID. Oh yes. Sometimes. If it's in background thread, you don't know the value of the control label, and that's a problem. Okay, let's do this slowly, not in background thread. See, it's calculating. Okay, and it takes some time. Let's go to the other options. It's instant. See the difference? Okay. Probably on Android, because this is just one value, it's just one select, will be quite fast. But let's check that. Okay. Let's exit. Here was instant. Okay, I need to change the position of the heart, and okay, my Android, it's fast. I should use a slower Android so you can see. But again, both ways are valid. But this one will be a bit more difficult and a bit more slow. And if you want to use this in the background to be faster, you need to make sure that this control, the label, selected. Okay. Otherwise, you will get problems. How we are on time? 16. Okay, I still have more time. Great. So I have the price. Okay, so let's try to make a small cart. Let's try to make a small cart here. Let me bring here one image. Okay. Oops. Small. Make this a little bigger. Okay. Plus mine. Oops. Okay. Let's put here control numeric. This is for quantity. Oh, that's too big. Let's change that to better. Okay. Now, if I want to add plus to plus, not ideal. If I want to add plus, I want to increase my quantity, and this one I want to decrease my quantity, and save that to database. Okay, it's very similar to the heart. It's not too overcomplicated. So again, you need to know the what's the name, the ID of the line. That's very important, and that's it. Okay, let's go. So, and I have a database already prepared for cards, and I have an ID again, price, quantity, and total. Okay, this is a very basic. You should have a header for that document with the single ID for the header of the document and date and time and other stuff. But it's just show this dynamic. Okay, if I click, I want to increase my quantity, right? Let's make this easier for me. Default value 0. So actions. So if I want to, so set value. I will grab my quantity. It's a numeric value and add +1. And I will add back again to the input quantity. Okay, that's the first part. Now I need to add this to the database, and the database is completely empty. So I need to make sure that I don't do something wrong. So if my input quantity is 1, There are several ways. You can also select and check if there is any record, and if it's not any record, then you can add. But I will do it the most easy way. No, not this one. So I want to insert to my cart my content label ID. Where is it? Here. The price. It's okay. And now we have a problem. If I add my label price, the value that will go will be euro sign underscore, sorry, white space, and then the value. And that's not very good if I want to multiply by quantity. Okay, so what I have to do is again bring some value, can be an input box, a numeric one that it's not visible, input price, database, something like that. Okay, so this is not visible. I will put it in a corner and small, because in reality, I don't care if I can see it or not, because I can go here to the controls and it's there. Okay, here. So again, we add one more column. So I already have prices. So it will be prices dot. Oh, it's here. Okay. And I need to load that content. So +5 to input price database. And now, yes, I can save that value here. I'm not saving the value that is on the screen. I'm saving a value that's not on the screen. Okay. Quantity. So quantity, it's in input quantity, and the total I can multiply one by the other. So input quantity multiply by this one. That's it. Okay, will be 1 multiplied by 1, but you get the point. Otherwise, will be an update where my ID is equal to the label ID and update. I don't need to update the price. It didn't change, but the one that changed was the quantity and the total. That will be quantity multiplied by this one. Okay. And I need to do this basically the same stuff for minus. Except I don't need to check if it's 1. I need to check if it's 0, so I can delete it. So if my input quantity is 0, I don't want to insert. I want to delete that line. Delete where label ID. And here it's not +1, it's -1. And I will lock this. I don't want the user to be able to edit right away. Okay, let's see if this is working. Plus, minus. Okay. Plus, maybe. Okay. I need to check something here with the minus, but good idea. Let's check the database. Okay, yes. So now I have 3 articles, the 0, the 1, and 3, with the price and the total. Okay. I can print that. That will be very easy to print. I can show in another looper the image. I can, other things that you can also do. You can also change the colors. I'm using the content here, 1 or 0, to the value. But you can also change the color of some value. Let's say a value it's bigger than something, then you want to change the color. I can also use that for I'm a bit lost, sorry, where I am here, and the other form, sorry, I closed it, the form, that one, okay. That one I was using the case. If it's then it's 1, else it's 0. You can also use that to bring a color. Okay, let's bring some color here. Like bring some color here. Let's say the red one. Let's say I want to change a value if or background color if it's higher than 10 euros. Okay, and change the background color. Again, you can do that here. So we can do if the value, let's say input price, it's bigger than 10, set property of the image quantity. Where is it? Input price, no, label price, and change the background color to blue. Let me save this value. And if it's not lower than 10, I will just leave it or change to white or green. Let's say green, yes. I need that value too. Okay, now I have the two colors. This is the blue and the other one is the green. Okay. So let's see how this goes with the if else. Okay. And it takes forever, but it's there. Okay, maybe, okay, this one is lower than 10. Great. So again, how can I do this a little bit different? So I need to go to the SQLite database. Let me grab my what's the name? Notes. So in the case, okay. Okay. So I need to change that query. Let's go grab that query. Copy. Let's go back here. Paste. Okay. So now I need to add another column. Okay. And I will make a calculation that if case when my column, okay, I need to bring the column price, what was prices dot price exactly, bigger than 10, and this can be a variable. Okay, it doesn't need to be a fixed value. I'm just doing here. Then I need to put the color. Then the color is blue. Okay. Why I'm putting the hashtag? It's because it's a hexadecimal color. Else, let me grab the other green. It's like this. Oops. Hashtag. and that's it. And as color, price color. Okay, let's see if it's working. No, I forgot the comma again. Check again. Okay. I have the color. Let's bring back here. Plus, this will be the 6th column. And now I want the label ID to change the background color. Okay, see, you can change the background color. You can change this to be visible or not visible. Everything you do with the set property, you can do it here. And it's, in my view, it's very interesting. Okay, and you see it was really fast, really fast. Okay, I think we are more or less finished here. Oh, I have 2 more things here to talk about. Not related with the database, or not related with the looper, but related with image, because I was downloading image from the internet. But if I want to do the same thing from the computer, let's say you have a database and you have the location of the image and you want to download that location, I prepared the folder here on my computer with the exactly same image. Okay, they are here. And if I want to download them, I can do this on 2 different ways. I can use get file from PC. So basically, I'm going for the database and I'm selecting everything and I'm selecting the ID and I'm going to my folder on the computer using this communicator and say I want to download this, okay? And this will download one by one. And that works. But if you want to download 100 image, that is a bit slow. And this can be a lot faster in a different way. So you prepare a list of values separated by CR, okay? And then you ask the information from the computer. It's a lot faster. I just want to show you the difference. We will share the project and you can play with it. So I will download the image and maybe we can start checking the questions because these will take very long time, as you can see. And I'm downloading basic from my computer to my computer. Imagine if this was by internet. It was painful to watch. So I will stop it. Okay. And let's see the second option. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going much faster. And if you want to do it even faster, just remove the image from the screen. This. Okay. Where is it? Hidden. Yes, make it hidden. Put the hourglass on and the hourglass off. Okay, don't forget that one. And I will put it on my Android so you can see. Okay, let me bring back Mesh Communicator here, just so we can see it going and doing. Okay, update. Okay, see? It's downloading 10, 20, 21, 24, okay, much faster. Okay, so if you have lots of image to download from a computer and you need to use this communicator, create a list separated by the character CR, and then just give the list to get file from PC, and Kalipso will take care of that. It's a lot faster. Okay, and it's done. See. That was 100 image and about 60 megabytes, 60 megabytes. Okay. João, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can let me. I can hear you. I cannot see you.
But you can see me now.
No, I don't. No, I do.
Yeah,
No, I do.
the camera takes
Yes.
a little bit
No,
longer.
I had my browser minimized, but now it's good.
Okay, good. So I believe that we can proceed to the questions. We don't have many questions. For now, we have two. But again, people,
Only two.
if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Just write them and we will answer them. So proceeding with it, the first question from Daniel Ferreira. Is it possible to save images in base64 format and display the images using the looper?
No, you need to have an image as an image. You need to save it to a file, so you cannot show base64.
Okay, great. Well, we have greetings from Clement. Thank you, Clement. Greetings for you. Hoping you have a good day. And we have a thought from Catalin Georgescu. So he says that I think the initial quantity should be 1. It will be easier to add one item to the cart. The logic will change a bit, but we got the idea. So
Yes.
I believe it was one way.
That can be also. Yes, this this was as fast as I can to make a cart.
Yeah, great. We got another question from Jorge Vera. Can we work with mesh communicator in one network?
Yes. If you can ping the mesh communicator, if you can make that connection, if you don't have any kind of VLAN blocking that connection, you can. Okay, no problem.
Okay. And we got another question from Angelo Silva, asking if it's possible to have images probably displaying from a network location.
From a network location, you are asking if it's like a network drive, if it's a shared folder. If it's mapped on the Windows, I don't see what's the problem. If it's mapped like a D drive, I don't see any problem.
Yeah, it's a shared folder.
Yes, you need to map that on Windows, something like add a network location or map network drive, yes, to a specific drive, and then you can load image from there.
He's saying that on Android that doesn't appear.
Oh, you send me that link and we can try it. Okay. Android cannot see Windows drives. That's why I put it here, the complete path. See, C dot something. Okay. Maybe there's something wrong here. Okay, but send me an email and we can check that.
Okay, great, Angelo. Just send us an email and we're gonna check it. We got another question from Bernardo Simões.
Added item function.
Table have same added item function. Super.
Table doesn't have that. Just the looper. The item added is when the looper is loading line by line. You can check that. I'm saying I don't, but let me just confirm. No, yes. The table, the regular table on the screen doesn't have that option. But the looper has. Okay.
Okay. So let's see if we got one more question or two more questions in the following minutes. And
I know the problem. What he's asking, using a network location as a link.
you're talking about Angelo, the question from
Yes,
Angelo, right?
yes.
Okay.
That will not work. You need to have a URL, or if it's shared by Windows as a URL, that's okay. If it's not a URL, it will not work.
Okay, great.
A like function, which Bernard Simões asking the like to have table as same other. I know, I know what. Okay, table does. This is not like a like function. I'm just inventing something. I have a like there, but I can have like a square or a checkbox or something else, or even the full background. Okay, tables don't have that, but that doesn't mean that you cannot have multiple selection on a table. The same way I have done it here on the looper. You can have an auxiliary table to the main table, or even you can have more columns that are not visible. Okay, you can remove the visibility from the column, and you can say, okay, this column was liked, and that this line was liked and not liked, and you can use advanced style to have different colors depending what you want. Okay. But that's about tables, and this is about loopers. I want to talk about loopers, if that's okay.
Okay. Looks like we do not have more questions for now.
Okay.
Meanwhile, if any of you who's watching the webinar didn't try Kalipso yet, I believe all of you tried, but if you didn't try, you can download it on the link that I just sent on the chat.
And go to the YouTube and press like, okay, and subscribe.
Yes, yes.
Don't
You
forget
can
that.
also subscribe our YouTube channel that I will
If you
share with you.
if we have many likes, then we can broadcast this on YouTube. It'll be fun.
It will be better for everyone. I will also share the link for the YouTube just a moment.
I will also share the project. Okay. Check if the image can be used in a commercial place. This was just for testing, and then have fun.
Okay, this is the YouTube channel, and we will later we will send you, as always, the link with the recorded webinar. It's going to be on our. Well, we have another question, Emmanuel. Meanwhile, I think we can proceed with that one from Bernardo Simões again. Can loopers be different sizes?
You can change the size of this, okay, but this is not dynamic. I don't know if that's what you want to do. You can set property width. Okay, you can change the width dynamically, but that will change all the looper, not just one cell, if that's what you are asking. Okay, one cell it's not. Okay, and I think looper set cell property. Okay, you can also change the size of the cell. Okay, but again, you will change if you, and how can I say, you can change that cell, but you need to check the line. Okay, and you don't have that line, so we need to. How can I?
What Bernardo is asking is the idea. The idea would be one looper and different cell sizes.
Yes. Let me show you. So looper get selection looper. Okay. So the get selection will tell me which cell is selected. Selected cell. Oops. Okay. And if I want to change the size of that cell, looper set cell property. Let's say I don't know what is the size of this one. Let me check. Now we'll double it. Okay, 84. I will put like 100. Change to 100 height. And instead of 0 will be the selected cell. Okay. Let's go to the simulator. Oh, I should use the other one. That's faster. Sorry. So if I click on this cell, this is the second one. And I will set. I think that let's use Android to make sure that this is not a Windows mistake. Okay. Update. Oops. Okay. Oh, okay. Now on Android works perfectly. Sorry you didn't saw it, so I will change. So I will change this one, the one that I have. I'm increasing the quantity. See, it changed the size. Well, okay. Is that what you want to ask? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Great. I don't know if you want to add anything else, Emmanuel, to the webinar, or
if you have more questions about loopers, or if you want to ask something else from other control, the loopers are really useful. And you can do a lot of magic with SQL. Okay, sometimes we don't talk too much about SQL Advanced, but it's really useful, and it's very powerful and will make things very fast. If you take care about image, the biggest problem with loopers is about image. Okay, when you are loading very big image, reduce the size of the image and load a very small image, and that will improve drastically the performance of your looper and application. I didn't show, but I will add on the sample a very simple way to make pagination on the looper, because it's not very straightforward. So let's say you just want to present 10 and another 10 and another 10. I will change my sample here to you, and then you can play with it. Okay. That sometimes also helps. Even let's say you want to show big image because you need big image, and of course you don't want to load 100 image with 5 megabytes each one. So you can make like a pagination. So you can show the first 10 and the second 10 and the second 10 and so on. And that's also interesting. I will do that and I will put it here.
Manuel, thank you very much.
Okay.
For another great webinar.
Okay, thank you.
And everyone, if you have any topic that you wish for us to talk about, just send us a message and we will gladly accept any suggestions and try to talk about it soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice
day.
day. Bye-bye.